All right, it's the last day of Polar here. I'm going out working steam heat car like I have been for the last month or so. Should be a good time. Keep the train warm. It's a real nasty day outside. Gray, rainy, wet. So we may use steam, we may not. It's 40 degrees right now, and it's supposed to get up to like 50. So we'll see. I'll try to provide some video of like what I do in a day, and then later on in the video I'll add some footage that I got a few weeks ago. Just having a good time, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm not going to do it yet because it's not time for us to start, but the process for starting the steam generator, got to open the fuel, which is that valve right there. Open that all the way up. You then come down here. We have two steam generators. This one doesn't run. In between them you have the water tanks, two of them, one on either side. Come down here. This is the generator that we use. You turn the water on down there. These are the cocks to make sure that you have water in the tank. Our water level is somewhere down here. Then our control panel is here. You've got steam pressure and the train line pressure. So this is the boiler pressure in the water tube boiler back there. This is the fuel governor. You got a sight glass there to see if you got water running through. Air control, water. It's an electrical cabinet here. So what you would do is you would make sure you have water running to it. And there's a drain pipe down here at the bottom that goes out to the ground. You would turn this over here to pump, and what that'll do is it'll pump the water out of the boiler, or pump water into the boiler there so that there's no air left, to make sure that everything is safe and sound. And then once that is completely full of water, you'll turn this off, make sure everything else is on, and then you'll hit run. This fuel governor, well, it'll stay where it's at. It's at maximum fuel right now, which means it'll have the biggest fire in the firebox there, and it'll start boiling the water. And then as you get all the way up to pressure, we run it up here at 125, and once it comes up to pressure, this will move down here like this. So it's at full power now, and it'll sit about here when it's at full pressure, and it'll actually cut off the fire to keep it from overpressuring itself. You've got fuel pressure there, some other electrical controls. The electrical cabinet is back there. That's the knife switch that I threw earlier to get power in here to run the lights and everything. And of course, the most important valves, there's two. This one is for the train line that sends steam up and out to the back towards the train. That's what actually controls the temperature back there. And this is the whistle valve. We have a 3-chime whistle up on top, and we have a good time with it. It's wired up right now because steam pressure is what holds the valve closed. So while we're building pressure, that way we don't have not sitting here and the whistle starts blowing on its own. So it looks complicated, but it's actually rather simple to run. There's really not a whole lot to it. It was meant to basically regulate itself as you're going down the track. You would get it started, and then essentially just leave. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Got a builder's plate there with Via Rail. We got this car from Via Rail, I believe in the 90s, and we've been running it ever since. It ran in Canada for Via, and then before that, I'm not sure if it was with CN or CP on their passenger trains. But the date I keep seeing around, I believe, is 1960. So, but yeah, that's the basics of operating it. I'll get a few shots here and there as we're warming it up, just so you can see and hear what it's like in here. before we get going here, that's a steam heat car. Steam comes out at this pipe here, goes into the train line, and goes all the way down to the end. There's a valve at the end that is closed, so it's a closed system. But as you can see, it leaks out, you know, pretty consistently. Especially here, we've got a leak on it that's, well, not good, but we'll get that fixed after the start of the next year.